So today we're going to be working with this Monstera deliciosa. That's the newest leaf. It's got a lot of white. It's actually just barely got any green on it. We're actually going to do something called air layering. Most people do it on plants that are expensive or rare and something that you don't just want to cut. Where we're going to air layer is right here. So I'm actually wanting to cut off this top section, which is going to be these two leaves right here. Turn that into a new plant so that I can have another plant or so I can sell it. Pick a spot that has a aerial root on it. We've got two leaves, a good healthy petiole, which is basically the stem part. What we're gonna do is just wrap sphagnum moss around it, wrap it in a baggie, poke some holes in it so it gets some air. Hopefully in like 6 weeks, we'll take the moss off, and if it has good roots, then we'll just go ahead and chop it right here. From there we can place it directly in our soil and we'll have a new plant. So what we need is some sphagnum moss. I use New Zealand sphagnum moss. Grab yourself a handful, throw it in there, water it down a little bit. Oh, that was a lot of it. Just mix that up, get that nice and wet where it's dripping, and then squeeze. You basically want to squeeze like majority of the water out. This stuff holds water very well, so you can squeeze literally everything out of it, and it's still gonna be really damp moss. Take a plastic bag. I'm gonna try this, I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm just gonna cut this bag down the side, like this, and then we're gonna try to like ziplock it back together. The reason we're air layering is because if you just cut a plant like this and then you try to root it in water or soil, you're not guaranteed for it to grow roots. I mean, most of the time it will, but there's chances that it won't. But if you air layer, you can check back later, and if it doesn't grow roots, then you take the sphagnum moss off and you try again. Put this in there, zip this back up. I'm gonna pour a little bit more water in here. I want this whole section touching the moss. We're gonna put it in there just like this. This is actually easy, but quite difficult at the same time. We're just gonna take some of that moss and make sure that it's touching on all sides. Take some of this string. I really could use somebody out here to help hold this thing for me, because this is kind of difficult. So we're just gonna take string, tie this up. I think that's it. All right, so we've got the moss sitting right here. Our node is under there. It's buried right now. I'll show you this beautiful plant real quick. As you can see there, we've just got tied up. The moss is wrapped all the way around, and the only other thing I'm going to do is just close this up a little bit, because we want as much humidity in there as we can. The plastic bag and the sphagnum moss is going to create humidity, which is why we're going to keep it wet and keep it closed, and I'll puncture a couple of air holes in it. The plant is going to do the rest of the work. We will check back here in a couple weeks, but hopefully next time we've got some roots. All right, y'all, we're back. It has been a month and 2 days, and since making that video, we got a new leaf. So this is our new leaf, and it is all white, has no fenestrations, and well, it has a little bit of green, little bit, not much. So that's exciting. But we're gonna go ahead and check on our air layer today, and I have not touched this at all. It's still the same as it was when I made the last video. I haven't even had to add water. The humidity inside has been so high that I've done nothing. This just sat there. We're gonna go ahead and cut it open today and see if we have roots and see what they look like. So let's get after it. You can see there we've already got a very good looking aerial root, and we also have a root right there. So I think we're good. We'll just cut this off, see what's going on. This thing's definitely rooted in it well, because this moss does not want to come out. Okay, I am liking what I see. I'm liking it. It's looking good. We've got roots everywhere. So this is the root that we originally wrapped our sphagnum moss around, and this root has gone crazy. It has so much growth. And this is a new aerial root. So I think we're good. We're just gonna chop it right here, and we'll have these top 3 leaves as part of our new plant. We did it, it's been done. This is a new plant. Call that 100% success rate, because I've only done this once. Now we have a gorgeous Monstera albo. So that now leaves us with this. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't necessarily like it. I might just chop this whole Monstera up. Should I? Is that a bad decision? Do I care? I don't think so. I'm gonna do it. It's crazy. This is my most expensive plant, and I'm gonna completely destroy it. Yeah, I think we're gonna chop it up, and I'm gonna leave myself the original roots and see if we can grow this thing back better. It's been decided. It's what's happening. We're gonna go ahead and chop each node. So we'll leave an aerial root and chop here. We'll chop here and here. So in order for each of these nodes to grow, we have to have a leaf and an aerial root. We're just gonna cut under each section of leaf and aerial root and see what we can come up with. That's a chunky boy. Leaves us with this, and we'll chop this thing up more in just a second. I'm wondering if I should just leave this leaf, because this one's really not bad. It's got a little bit of like scarring. Let me know in the comments what you would do. And I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that one leaf. I am gonna chop off this node right here. So this is now my Monstera. This is what I got. I have one leaf. That's crazy. Wow. We're gonna set this to the side, and later on I'm gonna move this moss pole and probably just go ahead and repot this so that I can turn it and position the moss pole better. And I also don't need 2 of these now because it's a short little guy. So I'll use this probably for that other new cutting that I took. And I'm also gonna get rid of this little sucker leaf. I heard somewhere that Monsteras have a sucker leaf that kind of never grows. It just hangs out, kind of just third wheels with the plant, and it's ugly, it's damaged. I've had to cut it, so we're just gonna get rid of that thing as well. Here's a node. I've got an aerial root, and when I do get a leaf, it'll emerge from the top right here. We're just gonna plant these all in. Probably a mix of sphagnum and perlite is probably the best thing for us to use. This aerial root, usually I leave them just because it kind of adds character to the plant, but it really doesn't do anything beneficial unless this is grabbing onto something to climb up. Since we're starting afresh, I'm just gonna cut that off, just like that. And this is just trash. There's nothing you can do with it. There's another cutting that we've got. This thing is, I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, I do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do with it. I'm gonna get a sharp knife because I don't know if the scissors are gonna get in between those little nodes right there. And we'll cut it. The knife might be a little overkill, but it's probably the best option I have. Just clean that off with some alcohol. And we're going to cut this right there. Make a small cut right here. Now we've got that. Just gonna trim these aerial roots off. We don't want those. They will grow back. So then what we have at the end of this massacre we just did to this expensive plant is this 3-leaf top cutting which I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm probably gonna keep this for myself. I'm not sure yet. I feel like I'm probably gonna keep it for myself though. We have this one leaf cutting that actually doesn't look too bad. We have this leaf cutting, which has a very ugly leaf on it. We're actually just gonna chop that back. Just like that. Now we've got actually 2 nodes on this, and I could cut that one more time, but it's so close together and compact that I really don't know if I want to try to cut that. Nah, yeah, I do. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Okay, I did it. Now we've got this little tiny thing and this medium thing. We'll see what happens. I've got this leaf that I'm also gonna cut back because it's burnt and ugly, and we're all about starting fresh today. So we have 5 nodes, this 3-leaf top cutting, and a 1-leaf mid cutting. We're just gonna put those in sphagnum moss, little mix of sphagnum and perlite, and see what these do. Yeah, that was pretty easy. It took about 4 weeks, and I like the results that we got. I wasn't originally planning on chopping this monstera up, but it just needed a makeover. And I got nothing but time, so might as well see if it comes back and looks better. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's something else you want to see. Like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss out on my next video. And yeah, we'll see you later. Bye, plant people.